The book of Zechariah, chapter 1. In the 8th month of the 2nd year of Darius came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, The Lord hath been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye unto me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn unto you. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn you now from your evil ways, and from your wicked works. But they would not hear, nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. Your fathers, where are they? And do the prophets live forever? But did not my words and my statutes, which I commanded to my servants the prophets, take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, As the Lord of hosts hath determined to do unto us according to our own ways, and according to our own works, so hath he dealt with us. Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is in the month Shebat, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in a bottom, and behind him there were red horses, speckled and white. Then said I, O Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom the Lord hath sent to go through the world. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees, and said, We have gone through the world, and behold, all the world sitteth still, and is at rest. And the angel of the Lord answered and said, O Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou be unmerciful to Jerusalem, and to the cities of Judah, with whom thou hast been displeased, now these 60 years? And the Lord answered the angel that talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou and speak, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous over Jerusalem and Zion with a great zeal, and am greatly angry against the careless heathen. For I was angry but a little, and they helped forward the affliction. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will return unto Jerusalem with tender mercy. Mine house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and the line shall be stretched upon Jerusalem. Cry yet and speak, thus saith the Lord of hosts, My cities shall yet be broken with plenty. The Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Then lifted I mine eyes, and saw, and behold, 4 horns. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, What be these? And he answered me, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters. Then said I, What comest these to do? And he answered and said, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that a man durst not lift up his head. But these are come to fray them, and to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their horn over the land of Judah, to scatter it. Zechariah chapter 2. I lifted up mine eyes again, and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, that I may see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. And behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to the young man, and say, Jerusalem shall be inhabited without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For I, saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be glory in the midst of her. Ho, ho, come forth, and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have scattered you into the four winds of heaven, saith the Lord. Save thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babel. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, After this glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold, I will lift mine hand upon thee, and they that shall be a spoil to those that serve them. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter Zion, for lo, I come, and will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day, and shall be mine people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. Let all flesh be still before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy place. Zechariah chapter 3. And he showed me Joshua the high priest, standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan stood at his right hand to resist him. And the Lord said unto Satan, The Lord reprove thee, O Satan, even the Lord that hath chosen Jerusalem reprove thee. Is not this a brand taken out of the fire? Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments, and stood before the angel. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to depart from thee, and I will clothe thee with the change of raiment. And I said, Let them set a fair diadem upon his head. So they set a fair diadem upon his head, and clothed him with garments. And the angel of the Lord stood by. And the angel of the Lord testified unto Joshua, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, If you will walk in my ways, and keep my watch, thou shalt also judge mine house, and shalt also keep my courts, and I will give thee place among these that stand by. Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, they are monstrous persons. But behold, I will bring forth the branch, my servant. For lo, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Behold, I will cut out the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will take away the iniquity of this land in one day. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, shall ye call every man his neighbor under the vine and under the fig tree. Zechariah chapter 4. And the angel that talked with me came again, and waked me, as a man that is raised out of his sleep, and said unto me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold, a candlestick, all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, and his 7 lamps therein, and 7 pipes to the lamps, which were upon the top thereof, and 2 olive trees over it, one upon the right side of the bowl, and the other upon the left side thereof. So I answered and spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my Lord? Then the angel that talked with me answered and said unto me, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, Neither by an army nor strength, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. Who art thou, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel thou shalt be a plain, and he shall bring forth the headstone thereof, with shoutings, crying, Grace, grace unto it. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house, his hands shall also finish it. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto you. For who hath despised the day of the small things, that they shall rejoice, and shall see the stone of tin in the hand of Zerubbabel? These 7 are the eyes of the Lord, which go through the whole world, Then answered I and said unto him, What are these 2 olive trees upon the right and upon the left side thereof? And I spake moreover and said unto him, What be these 2 olive branches, which through the 2 golden pipes empty themselves into the gold? And he answered me and said, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my Lord. Then said he, These are the 2 olive branches that stand with the ruler of the whole earth. Zechariah chapter 5. Then I turned me, and lifted up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, a flying book. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying book, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth, for every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as well as on this side as on that, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as well on this side as on that. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it, with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Then the angel that talked with me went forth, and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes, and see what it is, this that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said moreover, This is the sight of them through all the earth. And behold, there was lifted up an talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. And he said, This is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, and he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof. When I lifted mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women, and the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork. And they lifted up the ephah between the earth and the heaven. And then said I to the angel that talked with me, Whither do these bear the ephah? And he said unto me, To build it an house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set there upon her own place. Zechariah chapter 6. Again I turned and lifted mine eyes up, and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. In the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot black horses, and in the third chariot white horses, and in the fourth chariot horses of diverse colors and reddish. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, What are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, These are the 4 spirits of the heaven, which go forth from standing with the Lord of all the earth. That with the black horse went forth into the land of the north, and the white went out after him, and they of diverse colors went forth toward the south country. And the reddish went out and required to go, and passed through the world. And he said, Go, pass through the world. So they went throughout the world. Then cried he unto me, and spake unto me, saying, Behold, these that go toward the north country have pacified my spirit in the north country. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Take of them of the captivity, even Heldai, and Tobijah, and Jediah, which are come from Babel, and come thou the same day, and go unto the house of Josiah, the son of Zephaniah. Take even silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest. And speak unto him, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, and saith, Behold, the man whose name is the branch, and he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. Even he shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon his throne, and he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the counsel of peace shall be between them both. And the crowns shall be to Helem, and to Tobijah, and to Jedediah, and to Hen, the son of Zephaniah, for a memorial in the temple of the Lord. And they that are afar off shall come and build in the temple of the Lord. And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto you. And this shall come to pass, if ye will obey the voice of the Lord your God.